thanks to the Lieutenant Governor, it is true that the administration has now been here a couple of times this summer to illustrate its commitment to southeastern Massachusetts. This hotel is especially important. It means continuity for me because since the redistricting of 1982, I've been spent a lot of time at White's in Westport, so I now have, I don't know if we got a frequent, not flyer, I don't know what it's a frequent mayor, but I'm going to apply to Richard because I've been a great and very satisfied customer. Obviously, this is an example of what we have all worked so hard to do in New Bedford, to show that economic development and cultural activity and a respect for the great heritage of this area reinforce each other. There are too many parts of the country where that scene is somehow a fight. When we first were working years ago on the National Whaling Park, we were determined that we were going to show that you could have a national park with all that it stood for alongside a working waterfront and incorporating a working waterfront so that there was no conflict between that important source of economic activity and the celebration of the great cultural heritage. A hotel is obviously one of the ways that we knit this together. In this site, with this working waterfront here, with the port that continues to bring in a higher dollar volume than any port in America, despite the obstacles that have been put in the way of the fishing fleet here that we continue to fight against, this is really a very essential piece. It is indicative of the energy and diligence, indefatigability of Mayor Lang. My only problem with his indefatigability is he thinks it's catching. He thinks because he doesn't get tired, nobody else does. So we all have to keep working at the same pace. But the joint efforts that have brought this here with a first-rate operator of hotels that knows southeastern Massachusetts, that has the track record here, it's a very important thing to be able to come together and do. And it shows once again that people who think that somehow there's a war between the private sector and the public sector couldn't be more wrong. The quality of our life improves when we have public sector and private sector cooperation, each doing what it does best. That's the result, today is the result of that. So I thank you.
The gentleman that I'm going to introduce is the one who has been absolutely committed to our city, committed to investing in our city, committed to creating jobs in our city. But he also has done that throughout our region and throughout New England. Hundreds of people work for LaFrance Hospitality, either at their hotels or restaurants. On this particular site, we'll see approximately 40 full-time jobs created, many part-time jobs, as well as hundreds of construction jobs will be in and out under Buff Tree building. So it is that kind of single focus to create a hospitality center and then to have this economic spin, which will mean so many opportunities for many of our businesses throughout the city that Richard LaFrance brings to the table, the hotel, and to, quite frankly, our city. So we welcome him. We thank him very much for his perseverance, for his absolute commitment to the people of the city of New Bedford. Richard, please come up.
Well, one, I thank you very, very much. It's very hard to follow such a prestigious group that we've had before me. I would just like to thank the Congressman and Lieutenant Governor and Mark and all the delegations that made the time to come today. It really is important to us, and I want to say that as Congressman Frank said, it is crucial that the support of the government made this project possible. We had the idea a long time, and I think Mayor Lang is the one that got some things in motion. We talked to the mayor. We knew that what was happening around Route 18. We knew about the possibility of the rail. We looked to work this together. We said from day one, this is a project that has to, everyone's got to come together to make this project work. I mean, to say there hasn't been a hotel built here in 40 years, I mean, there may be reasons for that. We feel that it's long overdue. We think that now is the right time to do this, and but it would not have happened. It will not happen without the support of all the government, both local, state, and federal, to make all this work well. I just kind of want to share a few things. about vision, and I think people talk about vision. I have to give a lot of credit to my parents, who started back in 1946. My father had a vision of coming out of the military and starting buying a 6-stool diner in Fall River. Then he had another vision back in '55 when he wanted to expand into a larger function hall and built White's. I felt that I tried to carry that forward in 1988, '89, when we had the idea of we should go in the hotel business. It's a great amenity for the restaurant. It fits well in our hospitality business. And I guess I'll say I had the vision to have the first hotel back in '89 at the Hampton Inn in Westport. From there, we've grown. I've been very, very fortunate to have my family join me. I have 3 sons and a son-in-law. They're all here this afternoon. My nephew, Jeff, runs our financial numbers and has worked very diligently with the financing group to make it work. But we just have a great team, a great family team that's been supported by a lot of wonderful folks over the 57 or 58 years that we've been doing this. So it comes back to New Bedford. Why New Bedford? Well, again, as Nick has pointed out, and we're proud to say, we live in New Bedford. This is our home, New Bedford region. That's where we are. We have some fortunate to have some properties outside of the greater New Bedford area, but really New Bedford is where we want to be, where we spend our time, where we want to see things happen, and we think New Bedford is just ready just to blossom. So we're very, very thankful for the opportunity that was being presented us here. I do want to say, this can also happen with the ability in the economic times to get financing. We're very pleased that Bristol County Savings, along with Seed, stepped forward, encouraging from day one about, we think we can do this project, and we worked well with them to get it together. So we really want to thank Bristol County Savings and the Seed Corp to make this possible. And then Buck Tree Builders, we missed this to talk about Buck Tree Builders. We've known Scott and Drew and the crew for a long time. They've done projects with us. We think, again, we've had a great partnership with the Buck Tree Building Group. We've worked diligently in the last 6 months to get the project to where we think we need it to be. So we're very pleased that we have local people doing a local job for local people to support local people. It's all about trying to see something that would really happen in the greater New Bedford area. So we look forward to many, many years. We have a long-term commitment on our mortgage, so we're going to be here for a long time. Many, many years of success. And again, we're just thrilled to be. This is our first official New Bedford City project, and we're just thrilled that it's such a big project for us. I swore to my wife, I promised my wife it's my last project, so my kids will have the next visions going forward. So again, thank you for taking the time this afternoon to come, and I can't thank all the people for their support. Roger. Here, I'll get on this. Right here. Don't roll the dirt. All right, everybody.
Ready? Okay. All right. Okay. You can do it if you want.
All right, great.
Thank you.